wanted to give people stuff, and they lost one of my bags.
Wow.
I was like, so
Oh,
he was like,
wow.
I checked my
I gotta
bags.
open
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
That is
Yes.
beautiful.
I
Black
got
love.
y'all got
Take this
matching
off.
hats.
Let me take that one off right there. This one has more meaning.
What was that?
Adjust it a little bit.
5'11"?
Yeah, you can adjust.
You can adjust it.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Black love, guys. I love
We're
it.
going
Let
to
me
wear
see.
these when we go live tonight.
Absolutely.
And give y'all a shout out.
Yes, I'm put the shirts for me.
You got both. It's both shirts for each of you. I didn't know what size you wore, so I just got it a little bit bigger just in case.
I love bigger.
Well,
But it's
you
like
know.
a one. I think
As
one's
long
a
as it's
large
not
and
good
one's
for
a
my
2 inch.
children.
Wow.
Yeah,
look
that's
at
what we
that.
like.
Okay.
Nice shirt.
Yeah.
Black
Black
love.
on black love. Dope.
Love
Yeah.
is dope. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And there's
Thank
a
you
book.
again.
Hey.
Thank you again.
Okay, and I know you guys are like doing a whole bunch of gardening and stuff. My husband's teaching me the basics right now.
He needs to be
Right.
teaching me.
Yeah.
And I've seen some videos where you guys talk about composting. You're trying to
Yes,
compost.
yes.
So that's a really good book. It goes into depth about composting. Just a
That's
lot
what
of
these
interesting
beans are.
facts. Yeah.
You know,
okay, these little bins.
Samuel,
Samuel, yeah.
he built this one and he just built this one.
Okay, from composting manual.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
compost
exactly.
manure.
We're gonna have some guy next week bring out a big 10-wheeler, and he says compost, and he's supposed to bring it out here. But also we got it. It is inside in that one over here, and then we got a little goats
Okay.
poop in that one. So.
Okay,
Yes,
so that's
Do
a
you
shit in
normally
a
have like
nutshell.
fish, the fish fry from Tangier that
yes. Everybody
we're gonna
keeps
get
telling
that
us to
too.
go there
Yeah,
in the peanut shell.
Okay.
Peanut
Ground
butter.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna get it all.
That's what they're asking for now. And I said, well, as soon as the truck come back.
Yeah, the truck been down.
I mean, we
almost
just
a year.
paying everybody to get here and get
Yeah.
expensive. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Right,
does.
right.
want to open that?
Oh, okay. I thought like, man, we just had that.
No, it's another shirt in here. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think yeah,
That was
It's
mine.
in
One is yours and one is mine.
yeah.
Both mine.
She right now. She trying to act like she joke. Thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys promoting black man, black woman, black babies, and black empowerment. Because of y'all did it so unapologetically, it has given us the courage to do the same. Keep showing us keep showing us the vision. We are honored to share black love and only black objectives with y'all. You really made a difference. The Mandinka family.
Thank you
y'all.
so much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Big man.
Oh yeah,
big man, you're the big man.
No, you.
I definitely appreciate
I
that.
remember
Thank
getting
you,
that to you. I
thank
mean,
you,
you
yes.
be like pumping them out.
I'm sorry, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got my husband into watching y'all. I've been watching y'all honestly pretty much since the beginning.
Wow.
I was like, I love y'all philosophy because I have the exact same mindset, and I love how outspoken you are. That's just who you are. You guys, you showcase your relationship. You're really
Right.
down to earth, whether
Right.
days are good or bad.
That's right.
And I appreciate that. That shows
Thank
the
you.
real, genuine nature, and that's why so many people are attracted to watching your channel. You keep it real. You know.
That's
That's
the
what
only
we
way
do.
to go.
That's what
I'm
we
a
do.
direct
Yeah.
person, and I like when you come direct to
that's
me.
True,
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
they do keep it real because sometimes like you have to keep certain things real.
Yeah.
When something is like it's true and you are firm on it, like you should be true to it.
Right.
Like,
Whether
you
people
shouldn't
like to
change.
hear it or not.
Don't
Okay,
flip
but
flop.
Sometimes like when my wife told me that you should start watching the Black family. I was
At
like,
first, he was
okay.
like, they're a little harsh.
Okay, so, but, you know what I mean? Like, I was being honest to her, but,
Yes,
but
I-
the truth is, when you started listening, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why the saying goes, don't judge the book by the cover.
Right.
By listening to them one time, you shouldn't judge them by that.
Yeah.
So, the moment I started listening to your videos, like, you definitely have some big objectives that, like, that inspire us
Right.
as young black people,
Thank you.
especially young black couples. Not only because of the relationship, but also, like, to set basics on how to have a concrete, a solid, relationship, and also, like you said, a black baby, black woman, black baby, you know what
Black
I'm saying?
empowerment.
Yeah, black
Yes.
empowerment, stuff like that. That's what
Right.
you stood for, and that's what we stood for.
Right.
For a fact.
That's
We
our
had a
future
conversation-
forward.
Yeah,
That's the
we
only
had
way if you
conversations.
want
I'm
it.
just like, you know, just small things. Like we were just in the hospital a few days ago trying to like, you know, give stuff to the people there. And I saw a board, it was a poster board, and it was like, here's how to wash your hands. But it was all little white kids on
See?
it. And I was like, why
Messing
do you
with
guys
that
have
mind.
this poster?
Subliminal
And
messages.
then he was like, well, babe, we don't put our mind on it. And I'm like, that's what you need to do. And that's
Yeah,
how they come
exactly.
in and control
Thank you,
you.
because it's comfortable. You're used to seeing white, 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 white. You know what I'm saying?
Then
And then
eventually
later,
you're gonna say,
when you choose white, they're like, why are you choosing white? You can't explain it because you've been
It's been-
subconsciously choosing it for
Exactly.
a
Like
long
on our
time.
wedding cake, you know, like this, he
Yes.
went on and put like
A white couple
doll
on our cake, on our wedding cake.
and she was like, no, we're not gonna accept that. Like,
Yeah.
you take it up.
Yeah.
I was like, but at first I was like, babe, but that's not the problem.
yes,
Yeah, I was like,
It's not
yes,
like
the hell it
it's
is.
not. It's not because it's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. She knows the issue and why
Right.
is it a problem. But me
Right.
growing up here, like
You
I
don't
was
get
used
it.
to that. Like, I used
Yeah.
to see it all the time.
Right.
But my mind wasn't on that. But now, if anybody is to put that white dot on there,
Yeah,
I
you're
told
right.
that's
guy,
why
you
you
know?
see we see it in
Yeah.
America. You guys don't see
that's
it.
what I told her.
Yeah.
Yesterday. That's what I told
So you're
her.
not really under that direct influence, having to interact and see
That's
them all the
right.
time. Because anything you do in America, you have to deal with them in some way,
Yeah.
shape, or
Exactly.
form.
Yeah, and they come here and they're different.
Yeah, and sometimes people will be like, okay, like for example, the black Americans are aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Aggressive. Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call us that.
Like
How
we
we
having this
aggressive?
like a
Right.
straightforward
Especially the
conversation
women-
here.
the woman.
But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, it's not them being harsh or whatsoever or aggressive.
Yeah.
Like for example here, we grew up, having the same colored people within
Everywhere.
us without having to face any form of racism or
Yes.
any form of challenges. But back there, you know what I'm saying, you grew up, like seeing someone that doesn't like you. You know
Right.
that
Constantly.
this person doesn't like me.
Constantly.
Right.
So, you know what I'm
I
saying,
stare-
like, and for example, in the state, like a white person would do something stupid and then, the person would just walk away free with it.
Right.
A black person would do something like that, you're going to go to jail or you're going to get yourself
That's
killed.
right.
So that's why you have to, like, kind of show yourself that, well, I can defend myself.
Right.
That's
We're
what I believe.
constantly we're defending ourselves.
Yeah,
when we're
defending
there.
yourself.
Exactly.
That's how we, rather than saying, they defend themselves, we use the word aggressive. But it's not our fault that we say aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It's that the mindset that has been
perception.
Right, we
installed
understand.
into us.
They give you that on television of us, the harsh.
Exactly.
That's what you see
That's,
when
that's how
when they
try
bring
to
it over
control
this
the
way.
narrative.
But they don't show you the good part that we do over in America. They won't show that.
No,
No, they're
They
not.
don't want you to see that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nope.
but like from when I met my wife today, like I would say, like I have updated myself into how I perceive things or how to understand certain things. Like for example, growing up, the news that we see here is CNN, the BBC, like they be lying to us. for real.
Yes, they're lying. Yes, they're lying to everybody. Not
They
just
still
y'all.
lying to us too,
Yeah.
They are.
but it's up
Yeah.
to you to turn it on. That's
Or
why
find
we
the truth, or
right.
find the truth.
Because when we're in America, we call it television. They telling
Yep.
a lie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The live vision.
So-
Okay.
That's
Just
what
turn
they
it off.
do.
I got you.
Or the dumb box makes you dumb when you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they only show you what they want you to see.
Exactly.
Right.
And like yesterday when we were at the Pan African Grand Opening, there was a book called it was a game called The Black Wall Street, and I asked my husband, "Do you know what the Black Wall Street's about?" I had to explain it to him. We had our own banking system, our
Yes.
own schooling system, our own
Yes.
grocery store.
Whites
Yes.
used to borrow from us.
They used to come in and borrow from us.
Yes,
They
that's
get
why
all
they-
the money, right? Why are they borrowing money from us?
They
They was
burnt
coming
it
in
down.
saying, I need $1 million. We said, okay, no problem, give me back 1,250,000, So they said, okay, and they were like,
didn't
oh,
like
wait,
that.
this is wrong.
Yep.
So they got the army to come in, boom, 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 blow it up.
Every time we're
So what
doing,
happened to that?
They just
they
blew
killed
it
it
up.
off.
It destroyed
They
everything.
blew it up.
We had banks, airports,
Hospitals.
hospitals, stores,
Everything.
grocery stores,
Everything black
everything black on.
We had some people
Many times,
had,
not
had
once.
planes.
Yeah.
We had planes where they didn't have planes. And so they said, this is not right.
So they'll
So they blew it
create
up.
something and say that we did something
Terrorists.
bad. Or maybe a brother whistle with a white woman or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll start a
But they
fight.
say we lazy though.
Yeah.
But when you go back to that, you borrowed from us. Now,
Right.
if we're lazy, you can't borrow from a lazy person. A lazy person doesn't have money, right?
Yeah.
But why are you borrowing from us?
Exactly.
You're the one that's lazy. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
And then like Shannon Sharp, he's a commentator, like a sports commentator,
Yeah,
and he
football
said,
player.
Yeah, he was like, during slavery, there was only 2 reasons why a white person would not want to, do any manual labor. And it's because they either couldn't do it or they didn't want to do it.
That's right.
So, like you said, they were the lazy ones.
That's right.
We were
Always
the ones
have
doing
one.
everything.
And
we
they are the
upbuilding everything.
minority.
Right.
We're not.
Absolutely.
And we don't get
On a-
credit for that. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying? This shows you how strange these people are. They come over here and take stuff from colonization and take us for enslavement and then say we number one. You never built anything. Everything you got is taken. You know what I'm saying? And they
We
still
built it
doing it
all.
now. So they like if they hear us and some white people gonna watch this video and say, oh, y'all talking hate.
That's not
See,
hate.
when you talk the truth, they say, oh, that's hate.
Yep.
So they want you to stay in the lie. The lie, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable.
Just about everything in the world we invented.
Yeah.
In blood,
Like,
plasma, everything.
Like, when there was a time I remember we here, me and my wife, we was having a conversation, I believe. I thought of like, what is something that a black person has invented in this world? And then that's when you came up with I don't know, is it
Everything.
If you go in the
some-
dictionary-
a whiskey or what?
Oh, yeah. The,
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Daniels.
okay. She told me,
Daniel Nearest Green.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle, Harley Davidson,
The car.
yeah, like all those stuff, like,
street lights.
but they will not give the credit
No.
to a black person.
Nope.
But sometimes, if you think logically to yourself, like, there's no way on earth, like, a black person hasn't invented a single thing.
We invite.
on earth.
Yep. We invented everything.
We
Everything.
gave the devils the the numeration system, their
Yeah.
alphabet, everything. How they even clean their
Mathematics,
own ass.
science,
Everything that's going
You know
on
what,
in the
first-
world.
The first time I heard you saying, like, no devils, no devil, I was like, is that a devil here?
No.
I was like,
I know he
but-
used to stand up there and
Yeah.
look at us like this. I was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, you were like,
I
He
was like
wouldn't
the
say a
devil, you
word.
like-
He'll
Like,
just
like,
you were like,
yeah.
the devil, no devils here. I'm like, devils.
And some
Do we
people
have a
laugh.
devil here?
Yeah.
Some people laugh when I say devil. They start laughing.
But now
you
I
talking about that
understand now
person.
what you mean by the devil.
Evil person.
Yeah,
Evil person. like, you know what I'm
he
saying?
didn't know.
Yeah. But you guys are YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you introduce yourself and please tell them about your channel, a little bit about yourself?
Do our intro and then I'll
Okay.
All right, guys. So I'm Risha.
I'm Ibrahim,
and we're the Mandinka family. And basically, our channel is the Mandinka family channel on YouTube, and our aim is to connect diasporans around the world to the continental Africans, and we do that through culture, through music, through just educating on history. We also educate on diasporan history because I did grow up in America, and there's a lot of things in America that does connect back to the motherland, of course.
Right.
So we do just everything you could think of, entertainment. We sit here, have conversations to help you guys think of conversations or to further the conversation in your own home, and to, of course, ultimately promote Black love and Black empowerment, just as BAG does. So we kind of adopted that, philosophy from them, and we want to continue it and put our own perspective on it as well. You want to add anything?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Give them your is there website or
Okay, so yeah, you guys can reach us on
On IG, you can reach us at the Mandinka Family. On Facebook, the Mandinka Family, or send us an email, themandinkafamily@gmail.com.
Gotcha.
gotcha.
All right. Well, now you got these big pythons, right? So how did you develop these pythons? I mean, the viewers want to know.
Like I was just, like I go to the local gyms, within my community to kind of, like keep fit down.
He's trying to
Are you a
be humble.
trainer?
Huh?
Are you a trainer?
A physical-
Yeah, I do train
Personal
some few
So
people, but
like me, I'm 55
okay,
and I know
That's
it's
how my
going to be
mom
hard.
okay.
You can train me.
If you
Get rid of
ready-
this midsection here.
Yep.
Okay.
Both of us.
Don't they far out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
going
that
to
is
see.
possible?
Yeah, that's surely possible.
Okay, got you there.
Yes, definitely.
So, the world wants to know, how did you guys meet?
Oh, you want to tell him? What?
Yeah, you could.
He jumped in my DMs
You did? Wow.
He messaged me. I was living in America. I've always been interested in Africa, loved the history and everything. And one day he just messaged me. I was on Instagram and he sent me a message like, "Hey, how are you?"
Out
And
the
I was
blue.
like,
But,
yeah.
but before that, you have never.
Well, he has.
Been
Well,
here.
he had. Now he's never like been to America, and I hadn't been to Gambia. But we have a mutual friend, which is crazy. We have a mutual friend back in the States, and the friends told him like, "Hey, I have a girl that I think that you will like. She's cute, whatever."
Okay.
And so he was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna message her." So he messaged me, and at first I wasn't interested, but he had a good conversation. We went straight into like Gambian history. He was like, "Hey, you know, this is where Kunta Kinte's from. If you ever come visit here, I will take you here." And that was actually the first date that we ever had. He took me to Kunta Kinte Island.
Wow. And we've been here this long. We haven't.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Wow.
So from
Wow.
there, we started dating, and of course I was like flying back and forth, and we fell in love.
What year was
ultimately.
this?
So the first time I came to Gambia was in 2018, June
Okay.
of 2018,
Okay.
and then I came back again like a couple of months later in August, and then I came again in like December. And in December, he proposed to me. So it was like 6 months.
Dang.
And that's what I appreciate.
You romantic.
Like, yeah. Yeah. He took me to Sanyang Beach.
Wow,
And I didn't
nice.
even know. I didn't know where I was going.
That
He
was
was like,
nice.
"Hey, I got somewhere I want to take you." So we drove to Sanyang Beach.
Right.
And then he put blindfolds around
Which
me.
is a
And
beautiful place.
yeah.
Oh.
And it was like a beach bar. So he had the
Right.
lady hold the camera. And he was
Really?
like, "Remove the blindfold." So I removed it. Then he was on his knees. And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, that was
How
so
beautiful.
sweet."
Yeah.
That is nice.
He's really romantic.
That is
He tried to be shy. He's so shy.
that is nice.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna like reside here in the Gambia or in America? Which one do you do
Yeah.
in the
So
upcoming future?
right. So ultimately, we do want to permanently live in Gambia. Right now, for probably the next year or so, I am going to be back and forth, just
Okay.
because you understand the systems of the
Oh,
illusion.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't. I want to be prepared when I do
Right.
come. Because of you guys, we purchased land.
Oh, wow.
January this year, we officially own land, and
Awesome.
when you guys get a
Congratulations.
chance before I go, I would love to take you and show
We'd
you.
like to visit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got some land in Basori,
Okay.
and it's like, what's the size?
25 by 50.
25 by 50 meters.
Good size.
And
good
so
size.
that's what we're starting out with, and then eventually we want to expand like you guys did. Maybe get like a
Yeah.
beach bar
Yeah,
restaurant
there you go.
Awesome.
in
That's
this
how you do
area.
it. Self-sufficiency and stuff.
Yeah.
Self-sufficiency. So,
Well, that is
what are
awesome.
your plans when you come back to Gambia? I mean, are you going to do exclusively the bar, or are you going to do something like a library
Teacher.
message? You know.
So we have a couple of ideas. The first, with our first land we have in Basori, what we want to do is do an Airbnb. We
good.
want to bring diasporans or Africans who live in other parts of the world to the Gambia, but we don't want you guys staying in tourist areas. We want you to
Right.
come live in the local area.
Thank you.
We want you to
To
communicate with the
vibe,
locals, because that's really how you learn the culture. You can't really
Yes.
learn it being in the tourist areas.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's our thing. Airbnb, get that started. We want to do like a gym slash. I'll do like the beauty cosmetics, like massage thing.
Yeah.
Offer like waxing, doing your nails,
what
Is that your
massages.
trade right there?
No, my trade. I'm a business banker.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah,
A
I
banker?
do business. Yeah.
Did you say banker?
That's
Handling
it.
the money.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So like, I handle the forms and do all
Okay.
the managerial
That's
work
got to be.
basically,
That's
but
good.
he does the hands-on and everything on the ground. And what we want to do is like a gym, and then like after you have a good workout, we want to get a massage, rub the sores out, the
Right.
muscles.
Excellent
Relax.
combination.
Yes.
Excellent
Healthy
combination.
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
There
we
you
want
go.
to do that within like the rural local areas to build it up.
Right, and we need people to focus on and emphasize health, because right now we're under bombardment from processed foods coming in, and so you see a lot of people that are coming in that are not healthy. And so now over here's where I guess they say you cleanse yourself and become healthy, at that point and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
explaining
Detox.
to my husband,
Detox,
like,
that's a perfect word.
yeah, trying to be healthy is very expensive there. I was telling he was like, how much is an orange there? I might pay for one orange. I could
Almost
get it
a
for
dollar.
Yeah,
Mhm,
it's
yeah.
like 50 dolasis,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
even more in like farmers markets or place where they
Whole
want to sell it more.
Foods,
Yeah,
It's healthy and stuff. Yeah.
So,
Water
yeah,
is so cheap.
right. It's,
No, water is
It's
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, purified water.
Tea, soda, and all that. It's like
cheap.
a
Okay.
dime almost. They want you to drink the non-healthy stuff.
It's
I mean,
so
the,
easy.
Just how
Yeah.
Dr. CB says.
right.
You heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. CB?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so-
was the one who got me to start my changeover from
Yep.
eating so much processed
Learning his
food.
stuff
Yeah,
and then-
You like pasta?
I do, but it's hard for
It's
me. To,
me too. I
That's
love
Kiki.
starches.
Yes,
That's my weakness.
Potato. That's me. Potato chips,
Yeah.
pasta like manicholi, anything, lasagna.
I had him tasted penne pasta the other day.
Oh,
He's never
God.
had pasta. He was like, "Oh, this is good. I see why you like
With the
it."
chicken and the cream.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Wow.
get you in trouble.
Yeah. And like, yeah, absolutely. And like you said, yeah, as soon as I, the first time I came to Gambia, well, I weighed like maybe 140. When I got back home to America, I weighed like 130. I lost 10 pounds just eating. I wasn't even
Just like that.
exercising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sun is
that's
good to you.
Yeah, the sun.
That's us when we
not
got
eating
here.
the processed foods. And yeah, I'm just much more healthier here, mentally and physically. You know what I
It
mean?
would do it to you.
Yeah.
Because you here, you get to think a lot.
Yeah.
In America, you're constantly moving.
Don't have time
Yeah,
to
reacting.
You're just
Constantly
moving
reacting.
fast. Yes.
And that's another thing, like we were having a conversation about, like, because sometimes like, at first, you know, you have your 8-hour, 5-day work weeks, sometimes more if you have to work overtime.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you know, sometimes my husband will call me like at the beginning on my breaks and stuff. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what's up? You know, we talk for a few minutes. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you always gotta go.
There's a, what's that?
That's the American
That
system.
time card.
Absolutely.
You got to check it in
Absolutely.
So-
in order
so-
to get paid.
What is life like for you in America? You know, we all come from different areas and stuff. But what was life like for you in America, or what is life like for you in America? It was hell for me, but I'm just wondering if your perspective on that is different. What was your life, or what is your life like in America?
It's honestly hell for me too, you know, and I'm 32 years old. And I have like conversations with my husband all the time about race, because we stare at it, or racism, we stare at it in the face every day in the West.
That's right.
You know, I experienced racism, well, I'm sure I experienced it when I was very little, but the very first time that I really, the most memorable thing that I can remember, I worked at 14 years old at McDonald's. It was just a little, you know, 3 hours a day type of thing after school. And the lady, the manager, she was like, hey, go on your break real quick. And so, all right, I went on my lunch break. I'm 14, so I'm still not learning how to decipher, like, how are you treating me?
Right.
But I was on my break and I was eating, and I heard the manager tell the white girl, the white co-worker who has the same position as me, who was working, she said, hey, go mop the bathrooms and clean the bathrooms and the toilets. And the white girl said, no, just make the black girl do it when she gets back from her lunch break. And so they didn't think that I heard it. The counter was like right here blocking us, but I heard it. So I was ready for them. Like, I was like, yeah, they think that they about to tell me no. So I clocked in, and the manager was basically like, hey, I need you to, and I was like, before you even say anything, you asked her to do it. So no, I will not do it. She was like, if you don't do it, I'm gonna write you up for insubordination. I said, go ahead and write me up. My mom's gonna come down here, and she's just like you, Rick. Like, she's very outspoken. She
Yeah.
curses like
There
a
you
sailor.
go.
And you know, I'm still
It is what it is.
14, so I called my mom, and she came down there and handled it, and I didn't have any problems with those particular people after that.
Really? You
But I
just gotta
have-
put them in their place?
Yeah, you do.
If you don't, they'll walk all over
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's just one story, you guys, but like, we deal with it every day, whether it's overt or subtle racism. I notice it even when I'm
Every
working in
day,
the
all
workplace.
day.
And so it can be mentally draining having to think about it. That's why I said I'm mentally free when I am here,
Keyword.
because I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know. But
crazy.
yeah, it was hell for me too.
That's right.
For sure.
So, I mean, and you basically just answered my next question. You know, what's the difference from being there behind enemy lines versus coming to the African continent? You know, and you said it's less draining and stuff, and I wholeheartedly agree with that because it's taxing on us and it's stressful.
It is.
And so we're wondering why we have all these health issues coming out of the
Die
illusion.
so
You know what I'm
soon.
saying?
Absolutely.
It's because of that.
Heart attacks, strokes. I mean, heart attacks because, like you said, it's so easy to just have access to unhealthy foods. So they're weakening us physically,
Right.
but then mentally, like they're weakening us in subtle and overt ways all the time. And
They go after the black male in the household first.
absolutely,
Some of them
they're
turn to
separating
drinking.
That's
separating
right.
the black man and black woman.
Like we
and that's-
each other's enemy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They literally have systems structured
In
to
place.
separate us.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, and to keep the black woman thinking that she doesn't need her black king,
Exactly.
and vice versa, and
Yeah.
thinking that the black king needs a Neanderthal.
There you
know?
go. Exactly right.
So,
Exactly right.
it's
It
just
is what it
terrible.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I
the way that
definitely,
what they created.
So yeah, I mean, I just love you guys, and
Thank
you know,
you.
we follow.
We love you too.
I've been practicing like your philosophy. I was like, is there anybody like around here? Like I didn't like when the first couple of times I came to Gambia, I have seen diasporans, but they were just like to themselves. They weren't really YouTubers. But then
Right.
I did come upon you guys' channel like when you first started, and I was like, yes. This is exactly what I need. You know, you have to be around like-minded people.
Right.
Because
You gotta watch back, family. You gotta watch. Like anytime you post a video, she's gonna send it to
I
me.
told
like,
him
one
that.
day.
I was like, hey, this is important for you to watch. When you sit and have conversations,
Yeah.
and you are sharing an important message, especially
Right.
on your lives, I tell my husband, hey, he can explain it really well. This is something you need to listen to. And he
Right.
listens.
Yeah.
And I ask him after, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about what he said about
You
that?
learn from it, yeah.
Yeah. And so now, you know, everybody has to change their mindset. You know, you had a different mindset
Right.
and 30 years ago versus
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely.
So like it's gonna take time, but we're all gonna evolve, and we're gonna evolve into something.
You're
even
so
better.
right when you say change your mindset, because
Yeah.
when he first brought it to me, I'm looking like he done lost his mind.
Yeah,
He crazy, I think. I mean, because you know I was so used to the other
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
the convenience.
Right.
But when he brought it to me, I was like, okay, I think I can work it, but
Yeah.
it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
And it did take a little time with me, but now it's like I want more and more.
And
That's right.
I'm still trying to. And everybody, we all have remnants of. Like I tell them, like a colonized mentality or a slave mentality. We
Right.
still have some remnants of it,
Yeah,
even
we
though
do.
we do promote Black empowerment. And the important thing is first that we recognize that we
Right.
do,
That's
because
the
a
main
lot of
part.
people
To
be like,
recognize
"Oh
it,
no,
that's
I don't
most
have a
important.
slave
Denial.
mentality,"
Denial.
but we do, and some worse than others. But like, you know, just for example, like I'm not used to being outdoors. I'm used to being in the air conditioned.
Right.
So, but I tell myself like, no, you're gonna do this. That's what you have to do. And so like over time, it's like, hey, this isn't so bad. I'm getting used to it. My body is gonna adjust. If my mind goes, my body will follow.
That's right.
Exactly.
So
that's
that's
the
what
same
you have
thing
to
when
do.
we first moved here. I was the same way. It's like, why they just don't put the fan on? And
Yeah.
why is the gas, the gas
said-
container, why they have it right
Yeah.
here? Why it don't go in the ground?
Yeah.
We've been conditioned for it. That's the way it is in America.
I said the
But
mosquitoes
really it
are on
isn't.
Yeah.
steroids.
Yes.
I'm like, I brought some mosquito spray and I said, here, babe, put this on. I sprayed it on him and me. And he said, this shit doesn't work.
But
It was
actually
like
it's just
biting me all up.
chemicals.
That's
Yeah.
It can hurt your skin.
skin,
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so too. I think so
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely.
How did your family feel about you
That's a good
drifting
question.
closer and closer to the African continent?
That's a great question. So my mom and stepdad, they've been married over 20 years now. And my stepdad, and we have a good relationship, so I can say this, but he has more of a slave mentality than my mom. Yes. I love you, Mr. Ross, but
It is what it is.
yeah.
Most
So,
of our family are like that.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him like, hey, you and my mom, you really need to come.
Just a little busy.
My mom, she's ready. Next visit, she's gonna come. I'm gonna come back in like 2 months.
Okay,
So next
perfect
time I
then.
come, I'll bring my mom. I want you guys to meet her. Y'all are Cynthia reminds me of my mom a lot. That's why I love Cynthia so much.
Right
But-
before rainy season, though?
Yeah, well, if it's in a couple of months, so
Oh, so
yeah,
it'll
I'm
be
still
rainy
gonna
season
come.
then.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then.
But
It's
I'm-
not that bad. It's,
Yeah,
you know,
and we
rainy
can meet
season.
somewhere. I'll take you guys to
Doesn't
dinner
matter.
or something.
Come back out here, doesn't matter.
So
Whatever.
yeah, I told
Okay.
my mom. My mom was like, yes, next time I'm coming. I had to help her get her passport and visa. So
okay.
now that's in place.
Well, that's
But
good.
my stepdad on the other hand, I was like, come on, Mr. Ross, you have to come. Like at least come visit. This is where you're from. Oh, I'm not from Africa. I'm born in America. He's
There
an
you go.
older man that's like
There you
that.
go,
So
yeah.
I was like, I gotta get that slave mentality.
Let go.
But I'm gonna keep working at him.
Yeah,
It's gonna
okay.
take some time.
Eventually, I believe once he get over here and
Once
see.
mom come, he'll
yeah,
He'll be all right.
come. Yeah.
Because mom will be changed when you come
Yeah.
when she goes back.
Yeah.
So
And my
Wow.
mom, she's very high maintenance. So like,
mom is high maintenance.
she is. She. That's
Wait
kind
a
of-
minute now. I ain't mean to cut you off, but if
yeah.
mom is high maintenance, that means the daughter's high maintenance. Very expensive. Very expensive.
But he can handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, he can handle
All right
it.
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
so- yeah, she's just like, she loves to get her hair and nails done every week and all of that, But we love to go shopping. Like I have to. I'm
I
like, babe,
see
take me to
y'all
Sarah
going to
Puna
shoot
Market every.
shopping.
Yeah. So.
I saw the shopping video.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I told her, I was like, because she likes to wear high heels. I was like, Mom, when you get here, I try to prepare her mentally. Just
Right.
bring some sandals, bring some nice, comfortable sandals. You're gonna, don't be afraid to get your feet, in the dirt, because most of the roads are not paved.
Right.
So just little things like that. And she was like, okay, all right, I can handle it, I can do
Okay.
it. But
Now,
like that's the
that's
first
gonna
step.
be funny
That's the
there,
first
yeah.
step.
When
So,
she come
and I'm
here.
proud of my mom because she is actually taking a step. She's
That's
the reason.
good.
I'm the reason that she's bought a passport. So she is serious. She bought her passport.
that's great.
I'm helping her get her visa, and she will be in the motherland this year. So,
Wow.
Just
Right.
get her
You
into
definitely wanna
those
meet her
flats
then,
before
yeah.
she get here.
yeah,
What'd you say, babe?
Put her into those flats before
Oh,
she
yeah,
get here.
Wow.
yeah.
So, what about the rest of your family? I mean,
So the rest of my family, I'm really just close to like my parents and my siblings. I have 2 older brothers.
yeah.
My brothers, and like, well, I'm okay with sharing this. They have been.
Now we can cut it if you don't.
Okay, it's fine. It's
You wanna
fine.
see
I
that?
don't mind. I don't mind because my brothers, they're gonna do an interview about this anyways.
Oh,
later,
okay then.
So it's
Okay.
fine. But yeah, both of my brothers have criminal records. Like they've been to prison before.
Who hasn't,
And
though?
Right.
That's America for you.
You know, whether we've committed a crime or not, we still are more inclined to go there because of the way the system is set up.
Absolutely.
And so when people tell me, "Oh, I got a felony," or "I've been to prison," hey, it's a criminal place.
Yeah.
If they really put the criminals in jail, then most people won't go to jail because the real criminals will be there. The ones that are importing the drugs, the guns and stuff, they would be in jail, but they get to run around free and cause havoc. Where people that are low on the totem pole get these criminal records and
Can't do
restrictions
so
and
many
stuff.
things,
So when people tell me like, I kind of got a record, I don't look down on that. It's a criminal place though. But I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I mean, that's absolutely right.
Right.
And
They-
like, I'm not ashamed of that. Like, I love my brothers, and my brothers have spoken to him like on video chat. They're like, "Oh, I love it. I have an African brother
Yeah,
now."
they
Like,
definitely
for
love
real.
Africa. If they could, they
Yes.
would definitely come here.
My brothers
good.
love the motherland. They're always wearing their ankhs. I send them like these
Awesome.
jewelries and
Wow.
the half tins and everything. So I send them clothes back home, and they, God willing, they can somehow step
Bring
on
the
the
sun from the
continent.
motherland.
You know, when you
They
do
wanna
have a
visit?
Yeah, they definitely want to
okay.
come. And it's just the record, like they were saying. We just have to figure out how that can be worked out for them to get here. Because
Have they looked into that? And that is a
Yeah,
probation.
I don't know if
maybe get a
Prohibited or
good
something?
lawyer to
yeah,
work
because
with
they were
it.
saying like if you have felonies, I don't misdemeanors are okay, but if you have like felonies, a long history of felonies, then you can't get a passport.
That's what I
So-
heard too.
We're
I
trying to-
heard that, but I haven't heard anybody concrete say, "Okay, look at this chapter right here, Article 5, such and such." I just hear people say that, and if you don't dig into that, you're just going by hearsay.
Right.
So I would look that up. Don't let people.
I believe there's
perpetuate a
ways
lie or
around
something like
it.
that.
I believe it's ways around it.
Huh?
I believe it's
Yeah,
ways.
because I mean,
because
come
you got
on.
the others. I'm
It's
sure
too
they
many of
got
them
it.
with criminal
Yeah.
records.
Yes.
Too many with criminal records, and they just travel,
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
look into
probably
that.
like get a lawyer and
Yeah,
possibly
digging deep
look
or
at- yeah.
Google it or something like that. In fact, I might do that. just to find out, you know,
Okay.
because I keep hearing that story.
I just want to know what's the purpose behind it. If you got the criminal record and you're older now, you're not bad. What are you gonna do once you got you have the passport now? What could you possibly do?
Exactly.
Other than just get away from them.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's what they don't want.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's just another part of the system that's structured not to connect you back where you came from.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking about. But I will definitely look into that.
Yeah, me too.
My brothers definitely want to go. Shout out to Larry and Reggie. Those are my 2 older brothers. I'm the baby and the only girl. Yeah. He has like 16 siblings.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have like 16 siblings.
Yeah.
Really?
You're not the oldest, right?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but my sister is the oldest. I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother.
And we just met your brother. We met your brother.
Yeah, 1 elder brother.
Okay.
About how many brothers and sisters? 8, 7, something. Altogether it's 16.
Wow. How did your family feel? Now this is controversial now. How did your family feel about you marrying a non-Mandinka?
Non-Mandinka, how does my family? Okay.
They said, you said, hey, she's not Mandinka, she's not Wula, she's not Jola, Fulani. How did they feel?
No, they never say something like that to me. Before my mom passed away, my mom, she can't really speak English, but like she can like catch up some words, you know. Like she has spoken to her on the phone sometimes, and my dad, the day we got married, my dad couldn't go there, but after the marriage, immediately we came home to my dad, you know, and he gave us his blessings, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and my brothers, you know, like they all love my brothers. My brothers, they talk on WhatsApp, they talk on.
Yeah, his brothers message me all the time.
Wow,
Like, hey,
that's
sis.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Would you like to go to America to visit?
Yeah, to visit, yes. Someday, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Because, you know, like, she has met everybody in my family. She knows how I grew up, stuff like that. I also want to witness stuff like that about her. Yeah.
Would you like to move to America?
No, we're moving here.
Thank you, brother. I was setting that trap. I was setting that trap. Now I'm just setting the trap.
I'm up here like, okay, Rick, just ask.
Yeah, I'm setting the trap because I'm like, now, if you said, yes, I would like to move there, man, you sit up here, you ain't learning nothing what we saying. So.
I'm moving out.
Right.
Yeah.
To come here.
Yeah, visit is okay.
Over there.
Yeah, visit is okay. I mean,
to visit 100%, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
At least you'll get to see what we're telling you.
What we're talking about, you'll see it.
Yeah, I want to take him to like just a lot of places, like just the Underground Railroad where Punta Kinte was.
Right.
Just I mean, there's just so many historical places, like especially the museums in New York and Washington D.C. Here I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, so there's actually it's called the Latta Plantation, where a guy from Ireland owned a big plantation slave house, and it still has the slave houses with the slaves' names on it to this day. I have to take him so he can see for his own self, his own eyes, that it's there. It exists.
This what happened to us when we left from here.
Those were some harsh days.
Yeah.
No, like when I was in, I would say, when I was going to school about 8th grade, these like they used to play like the Roots movie in the classroom. They stopped doing that now because like some people would get like when the movie is playing, you know, you get to watch it. You are there sitting watching, you know, watching your like fellow black people being treated differently, like harshly. I would
So
say.
they actually showed you all.
Yeah, they used to, like in the classroom. The history teacher used to play this in the classroom.
Wow.
But you know, like one time in my school, like as we were watching that, like a group of tourists came to the school. So like, you know, in the classroom, like we in the class, me and my boys, you know, like few of them, like there's this one guy in my class, he's a tough guy, and I'm saying like, he went pissed immediately when he sees the white people walking into the school. You know, he was like, nah, you're not coming around here.
Yeah, that's it.
You're not coming around here. And I swear to God, he was like, he wasn't crying like, no, but he was, you can see tears, and I'm saying, coming off his eyes.
It was sad.
Even me, like if I watch that movie here, they used to play it before on our national TV, but they stopped it completely.
Why did they stop it?
They was waking up.
Because like people are waking up and they don't want people to be like, oh no, white people are bad, but they are. The truth, like you can see it on the movie what they do to the people. Like from the beginning, what you things that you would explain on your videos, like they are Neanderthals. They are, even my wife would be like, Neanderthals.
I call them
I'm
cave
like,
beasts.
nah,
Yeah, they
why,
are.
why call them Neanderthals?
That's what they are.
But scientifically, it's scientifically proven that they are Neanderthals.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like, you can't say, oh, they are not. Like, sometimes he's gonna, but babe, you gotta use the word Neanderthals. I'm like, nah, babe, I'm not gonna use the word Neanderthals. I'm like, you gotta use the word devil. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna use the word devil. I'm just gonna say white people.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
But
They are
they're not
people.
white.
Like,
But they're not
I would
white.
call
They're
it-
not white.
no, was it what's that? Desilti, what's his name? The actor.
Desmond.
Okay, and on his movie that,
What's his name?
that we were
Denzel
talking
Denzel
about,
Washington?
Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Yeah.
Denzel.
On his movie, this lawyer asked him like, "Why call yourself black?" He said to him, "Why call yourself white?
Right.
You're more
Pink.
You are more pink than white."
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I was like, "Oh yeah."
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
exactly right.
No, it's-
But I really feel this way, and I get a lot of flack from it. When we really know the truth about these people, we don't want to have shit to do with them, because we know you come in with the same mentality. You got something that I want, and as soon as I get it from you, you're no longer used to me.
Right.
And so when we see like tourists coming over here and they act like, oh, hey, how are you? They want something from you. When they get it from you, they don't want to have shit to do with you.
Yep.
And so I say, I already know what you want. So don't even come near me. That's when they get offended, because they can't come to you
Won't let 'em
and get
in.
from you what they want. And so when the African continent finally wakes up and says, I know you want something from me, no, it's going to be a problem. But we'll rise again to the top, you know what I'm saying? Because before they came in, we was at the top. So they came in, we was like, oh, you know, we're one people.
Turned us upside down.
Ah, we got them. They think we one people. And since that time, we ain't been the same since. We ain't been the same since. I mean, all the richness of the African continent, yet still we don't have a lot of money. You know, all our money goes out in natural resources.
You know, but you know, we don't have. We Africans have the resources.
Yeah.
They are poor.
It's going out.
Why everything is going out.
Yeah.
Like recently, I just watched a video in Sanya, the black sand mining there. Now Sanyan people they have been awake that the government is using us to bring these people.
Yeah.
And take our resources
Yeah.
without us having the benefit from it.
That's what it is.
You
That's
know,
what
and
it
they
is.
said to them, no, you aren't gonna no Chinese is coming here. That's what they tell
That's
them.
right. And when we first came here in 2015, we went to the Gunjur Beach, and the Chinese was setting up a fish market out there or something. And then I think they said they was dumping stuff in the water and all that, and they closed it down, or they tried to close it down in Gunjur. So I'm all for that, fight for our resources. Like when we open up our library is, we're not gonna talk religion. We're not gonna talk anything other than black man, black woman, black babies, black empowerment. And after we finish talking about that, how do we protect our resources? All this, how your English is and all that stuff, push that to the side. We got to get back to, first thing, our relationship. Listen, little black boy, this is how you treat the little black girl. Little black girl or brown girl, this is how you treat the black boy or the black or the brown boy. So once we get that together and control our resources, that's it.
Yep.
We'll show the world what we showed them before they came in. You know what I'm saying? We would have did a full circle. Started here, fell to the bottom, and came right back to the top. That's what we got to do.
So you got to get them early.
Get them early.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem in the West, for the diasporans, is that we don't start really learning until we get older, and then
Right.
we have to unlearn so much stuff.
Yes.
And it makes it harder, and then it also
Garbage.
makes people just be like, nah, I'm
You know,
I'm
as
just
a-
content
as
with
a
what I
child,
know
you
now.
That's it.
whatever-
Continue to
as a
kill you,
child,
though.
whatever you learn, gets stuck in your brain. But like the library that she's starting, teaching kids, like
Yeah.
from an early age
That's
to
what I really
understand
love.
what Black Love is, what we represent.
Right.
That's very important.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. And that's why we we have just like a conversation. That's why, it's very important to be careful with who you have kids with, because I have these conversations because I'm like, how are we going to raise our child? Because our child is going to marry. If it's my daughter, she's marrying a black man, and vice versa. So, you know, how do you feel about that? You know, how are we going to instill in them? What books are we going to start to read? Even if they can't talk, you know, kids can still, they'll begin to understand, they'll develop. And so, like, I already have books. I have, like, Malcolm X books.
Smart.
Yeah, just brown kids books.
Yes.
I got a book called The Sun Loves Me with a little black boy and girl. And I'm just gonna be reading. That's gonna be their bedtime story.
That's what you gotta do.
So
you gotta keep them out the system as long as possible.
Right.
Because once the system get a hold of it, much as we want to do and keep them black and brown, they'll venture out if the system get access to them.
To the television at night.
Yeah, and the music.
That's all we
And
see.
the music.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yup.
Every day,
Trying
all
to
day.
condition our minds.
When the
Skin
kids even
bleaching
watching,
cream.
even the kids when they're watching cartoons, they throw it at them.
Any good, like any good thing on the scene, you will see like that. But the black person would be on the negative side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always.
I just taught my husband about blackface. He had no clue about blackface.
Wow.
And you know, in the Netherlands, the Dutch people have this festival
Running
every
around.
year. But yeah, my husband was like, why? He seen a picture of. He was like, why does he look like that? And I was like, well, that's called blackface. I was like, that's how they view us.
Racist.
And they,
Big lips.
exaggerated our facial features.
Yeah, even on the baby dolls, you know, sometimes on the dolls
baby
that they
dolls.
be making,
Here.
how they
Yeah.
created this is just fucked up.
Yeah.
But they're just jealous because after all is said and done, they know we're superior people.
But that's
You know
what
what I'm
they're
saying?
going after.
Yeah, that's why they never
Most
let us
of them are
alone.
making their lips big.
Yep.
That's what they
If
gotta
wanna
pay
truly know
thousands
that
to look like
if
us.
they want to know the true answer to who is superior, like okay, let we like for example, we both sit under the sun here and see
Who's superior?
Who's superior? Yeah. They won't do
I
it.
can sit on the snow without having to wash it.
Yeah.
If you come under the sun,
Right. Now we need the sun. We don't need all that snow.
Right.
nah,
To
just giving a
survive.
classic example.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Who's gonna run away and say, "Oh shit, I don't
It's
need
too
the
hot.
sun."
Yeah,
They
it's too
gonna
hot.
melt.
Yeah. Right.
Blisters
The sun
everywhere.
loves us. Yep.
Yes.
Our hair defies gravity.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
we are the first inhabitants of Mother Earth.
That's right.
You know, yeah. So we're the king and queen. If you believe in Adam and Eve, we are the
That's
original
it.
Adam and Eve.
That's it.
So
That's it.
yeah,
It is what it is.
absolutely.
So, in wrapping this up, do you got anything that you want to say to our Bag family? Because Bag family, please go to their channel, the Mandinka family, and subscribe. Show them that Bag love.
Yes.
Do y'all have any closing comments?
Just you know, you guys can follow us on our YouTube channel, the Mandinka family, IG, the Mandinka family, Facebook, the Mandinka family, and anything you want to close out?
Yeah, our motto is black love is black power. That's what we believe in.
We want to close it out with you guys' motto. We love your motto.
Thank you. Let me come on over here, D.
Yeah, I'll just do it behind camera.
Okay.
No, I'm going. Y'all can sit down.
Okay.
Now, y'all know how we go, like love, peace. Y'all want to practice it?
Yeah. Love.
Love,
And then you gotta
peace.
put it together. Like you said, it can't be separated.
Thank you. Love, peace, soul.
Yes.
We're gonna look at the video. All right, family, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, and subscribe. And make sure you go to their channel and subscribe, Bag family. Please go to their channel and subscribe. All right, family, you know how we end our videos with love, peace, soul. What the?
I don't hear nobody. I don't hear anything.
say it
Love,
loud.
love, peace,
Peace,
soul.
soul.
Okay, love, peace,
No,
soul.
love,
And then
Peace.
Put your two. Put your
Peace.
Love,
peace, soul.
Right.
love, peace, soul. All right.
No,
It's
Go
like
ahead,
this.
mama. Go ahead, get it.
No.
it's love.
Close that fist.
Close the fist. Love. Peace. Keep it together, because this is together. We don't do separation.
Thank you.
Love,
And,
Peace.
and then soul.
Soul. That's right. Now we're gonna look at the camera and do that.
love, peace,
Soul. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna look at the camera.
Alright.
All right, family. You know how we end our videos with love,
love,
peace, soul.
That's it.
All right,
Hope I
family.
got
See you
it
next
now.
video.
You
Yeah,
did
I
it.
got it
You
right
did
now.
get
great
it.
job.
Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Give me somebody.